Hi guys, it's Adelaide, and this is my last episode of my human trafficking podcast. This episode is going to be about what you can do to help stop human trafficking and different ways to identify a human trafficking victim. So first off, I'm going to talk about what a human trafficking victim can look like. It's not always easy to tell, but based off of the U.S. Department of State, here are some indicators of what a human trafficking victim can look like. So the human trafficking victim could be living with the employer or have poor living conditions, as you can see, or if you walk into a store and you can tell that everyone's in a cramped space working under harsh conditions. There could be signs of physical abuse. The victim could act submissive or fearful, and they are unpaid or paid very little. Another way you can tell is if the conversation between you and the victim is very forced or scripted, and you can tell that they've been told what to say exactly. If you suspect that you have encountered a human trafficking victim, here are some questions that you could ask. Has your family been threatened? Do you live with your employer? Where do you eat and sleep? Are you in debt to your employer? Have you been hurt or threatened if you tried to leave? And if you can identify that this is a human trafficking victim, immediately call 911, or you can call the National Human Trafficking Hotline, which is 1-888-373-788, and help will be on the way, and you will be told what to do from there. So, as you know, the first organization that I interviewed was called Freedom Cafe in Columbus. And if you go to their website, there are a lot of different ways that you can get involved with their program. The first way is to go through their human trafficking training. I believe there's an online course and there's also an in-person course. And you just learn about some of the things that I talked about in this podcast, as well as what their program is about. Another thing that you can do is you can become a mentor. Many of the women have not had the experience of a consistent, loving, and supportive relationship in their lives. And, becoming a mentor could really benefit someone who needs it. Another thing you can do through their program is volunteer. They do a lot of catering and baked goods. So if you volunteer and go through that all of the funds that you make go straight to their organization and helping the women in need. And the second organization that I interviewed is She Has a Name, which the two companies do partner with each other and do some of the same training sessions, but the training session for She Has a Name provides community education through a unique curriculum that addresses human trafficking education and awareness. Training focuses on defying human trafficking, caring for those affected, and connecting with local initiatives. And then it says, we encourage people of all demographics to attend this training. There are 3 sessions, and each session is a different topic. And basically, they are February 25th, 6:30 p.m. to 8 p.m., and February 26th, 9 a.m. to 12:30 p.m., and I believe if you just go to the website, you can sign up for that. You can also go through Zoom if you do not want to attend an in-person training. After you attend training, you can also sign up to volunteer. Volunteer ideas include mentoring, demand reduction team, and making meals for support groups. And there are many other ways that you can volunteer through their website if you just go to shehasaname.org. So those 2 organizations are 2 of many. There are tons more around us here in Columbus and Westerville area. If you just research local organizations near me, human trafficking organizations, and each place will have their own type of training and their own way of volunteering. And if everyone did something like this, it would definitely make our community a safer place, because not everyone is aware of what human trafficking can look like, and a lot of people just think that it happens, like in different countries, or it doesn't happen a lot in the US, but it does, and it happens everywhere. And I feel that everyone should be aware of this. Once again, my name is Adelaide Akins, and this concludes my podcast for my Global Scholars Global Issue Project. Thank you so much for listening.